More of you will suspend your disbelief. That's the title of a message I have today on my site, anyadvicefortoday.com, and it's from Wilhelm. And so I'm going to help you suspend your disbelief because the only disbelief that we have is who we can become, what we can achieve, how can we prosper as humans, as a civilization, as a people. That's the stuff we don't believe, even when we discover it. And that's why I'm suspending my disbelief today. When you look at that message, and I'll leave links to all of this in this video because I'm putting this in a few different places because I need to suspend my disbelief. Because I've said to everyone, I've been given a pathway to your greatness, a pathway to your success, a pathway to who you're meant to be in this world. And I denied that for so long because I didn't want to be seen as that guy who was receiving information from who knows where. Except what it was mindset. It was consciousness. It was the most powerful mindset course that anyone could ever want to have. And what it does is it causes you to know who you are, causes you to fall in love with yourself, and it causes you to heal, which is what we all want when we come into the world. Because we never know who we're going to become, but we do know that we're always limited in some way, and that limitation only occurs in our consciousness. And then over time, people come along who discover different ways of accessing that consciousness and moving it to higher states of being, and I was one of them. But I didn't want to tell you because that did seem too out of the box for me, and I denied it for years and years and years. But now, as I'm about to turn 75 in November, I thought maybe I should get over that. And it's the same for you. We're moving through a big change in our world, and so I was given all that information. And years ago, I said the same thing, but most people would have not listened to me or not believed it because we have this disbelief. Even when I said this is really based on science, because I had to discover that. My mind-body healing occurred because I started understanding where I was resisting myself, where I wasn't moving into who I could become, how I had generational trauma, how I had to move through all of that, and then Wilhelm gave me all the answers. And so I can say to you, Wilhelm has given us all the answers, and they've said that many, many times, but our disbelief is what is so huge, even for me, because I'm experiencing the results of it. And because of that, I held myself back and I didn't finish the work. And this is not a time to do that in our lives or in the world. I also put something up. I wrote a little LinkedIn article and a Substack, and I'll leave the links to that as well, because the changes that we've seen occurring in our world are all energetic, and I had all of that information. Wilhelm gave me all of that, especially for the United States. When we're wondering what's happening, why does it look this way? It's an energetic shift, and Wilhelm gave us all that information. So I wrote a little something to kind of distill it so you would be able to read that. But also, I'm saying this because I'm going to finish this work. I had disbelief in myself, and I have so many people in this work in the program, your last development program, who are doing so great, and we're going to do so much more. In this next year of my life, because that's how long I want people to stay in it. And when you come in, you will have it forever. But let's work together for a year, because you'll be the most prosperous, successful, happy person ever if you just do this work. And so as you look at it today, and you can use the code webinar30, that may still be good for some of you to get a really great discount, because then after that, what I'll be doing is only consultations and working with people privately and doing more work with private channeling with Wilhelm, because that has been something that I resisted, but it's given me the access to give people their greatest guidance. We live in different states of consciousness, and when I'm doing Wilhelm, I'm in a different state, and I don't remember it most of the time, as you'll hear in those videos, because on the message today I put 2 videos from sessions from 2 years ago and 3 years ago, and you'll hear. It's the information is consistent. There's organization in our universe that we start to figure out, and that's what Wilhelm has shown me. And this is why this work has healed me, because when we come aligned with the energies of our world, you start to understand yourself and the world. That's what is here. So take a look at it all. You will love it. There's nothing you can't achieve. You just have to become willing. And I'm becoming willing now, as I want everyone to do, because energy is who you are. We need more of your light and love in the world, and that comes when you start to accept yourself. That was the message on this date last year, and you will see it. Self acceptance is your only difficulty. Just takes us a while. Look at all the messages and read it all and check out the program. This is your time to thrive. See you soon.